welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming for you guys a monthly budget plan with me. I will be running over the expenses that I have for this month, as well as the events or anything that will be going on. You guys will know about it in this video. So before we start off, I am filming this a little bit later than what I would like. I usually film this on, a couple days before the month begins, so then it's uploaded on time for you guys. But today is the 9th of August and I'm behind on a couple videos at least. So there's been a lot that's been going on the past 3 weeks alone. If you guys haven't noticed, I have been away and I haven't been able to film or upload. It is because my daughter got really sick over the past 3 weeks. She had a dry cough, then it turned into a fever and a phlegmy cough, then it turned into a throat infection, then she was starting to come right, and then it just hit her again. She had the fever again, and then we went back to the doctors and he basically said that she was all clear of the throat infection. She had a viral infection and the only thing that was left was her phlegminess in her chest. So we got more medicine for that. However, the antibiotics that we did receive from the doctor, she actually had an allergic reaction. So on Saturday we rushed her to the hospital and they basically told me that it was an allergic reaction to her medicine that the doctor had given for her throat infection. And so I had to wait another week for her to come right before we went to the doctors again to clear her to go back to daycare. So today is Monday. She is back at daycare now, so I will be able to get back onto all of my filming schedules and catch up on all of my videos for you guys. I really dislike being off track and not having anything up for you guys, but I hope that you guys will be understanding of what has been going on the past 3 weeks. On top of that, my car went into the workshop and so I have been without a car since Friday. So that's been a whole thing in itself. And over the past 3 weeks, it just seems to be one thing after the other that keeps happening. And last week, it ended up being my car. So I'm hoping I will get that back today. Crossing my fingers. There is nothing like driving your own car. So I definitely want to have my car back. But with enough rambling, we are just going to head straight into the plan with me. So I am going to zoom you guys in a little bit. So we are just doing August, and for the days that have already been, we are just going to be crossing that off as we go. I have already paid a couple bills for this month already, so you guys will see that as we go along. I was planning on using stickers for my plan with me's, but that just isn't working out and it's not something that I like to do personally. So we are going to continue with writing everything down ourselves. So we are just going to quickly jump into numbering all of the boxes. And if you guys don't know, I am using the Budget Mom calendar and I do like to use her worksheets. So we are just going to quickly number the boxes before we get started. So how have you guys been? Comment down below. It's been quite some time since I last filmed and I have missed you guys. I miss being able to upload, let you guys know what's going on, how my expenses are going, my debt numbers are going, stuff like that. Don't be shy to comment down below. You know, we're all one big family here, and just talk to one another, communicate. I always like to reply to your guys' comments straight away if I can, and just interact with you guys. I think that is something that I will always do as we grow, to just make sure that I take time out for you guys to reply back to your comments, give you guys a heart so you guys know that I am reading what you guys say, and you know, all of that good stuff. So without further ado, we have on the 2nd our rent due, and our rent is the usual $5.40. Then we have emergency, so I am having to replenish my emergency fund, and that was $50. Next I have payday on the 3rd as well, and if you are new here, I like to note what days I get paid and my bills and expenses on what day they are due, as well as events and appointments. It helps me see what needs to be paid when, what events or appointments I need to go on what day, that sort of thing. So it's basically my overall planner for the month, as well as a financial planner. So we also have payday on the Thursday. We have my electric bill at $69, my car loan at $78.08, and my daycare as well. After that we have Netflix due on the 7th, and this is $18. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that. I do need to come up with a different filming situation that'll work better than what I have going on right now. And I'm a little annoyed, like when I leave the camera it moves a tad, which is a little frustrating to get everything in focus for you guys. So next we have rent on the 9th, and again $5.40. Again we have my emergency fund, and it's going to start getting $30. Then we have car maintenance, and this is going to start getting $20, and I have made these bills. And then we have payday. On the 12th we have electric at $69. We have our water bill. So our water bill is $53 for the month of July. We have car loan at $78.08. We have daycare at $50, and then we have another payday. So most of my bills, if you guys are new here, is the same every week and every month for the most part. So nothing really changes apart from any events and appointments. Next we have car insurance and that is $93 this month. And then we have Disney Plus, and that is $13. Next we have on the 16th, we have another rent going out, and again $5.40. On the 17th we have emergency fund, and that'll be $30. We have car maintenance, and that will be $20. And then we have my payday. So also with having my car in the workshop, I am considering buying a second vehicle, so that might be showing up in September's budget, or maybe even throughout the month of August, with saving money for that. I just think that because it'll be a lot easier when I have my kids, and if I have my car in the workshop, that I have another car that I am able to use, instead of being without a car or having to use someone else's car. I just think it'll be a lot easier to have one already on hand, even though it'll be double in car insurance and more expensive running 2 cars instead of just one. So that is why not only am I starting my car maintenance fund for the car that I do have, but when I do buy a new car, if that is something I'm going to do, I would like to be prepared for those expenses that would come up with a second car as well. So we have daycare at $50, phone will be at $16, and then payday. We have nothing for that rest of the week. And then next we have rent at $5.40. We have Afterpay, so I got back into the rabbit hole of using Afterpay. I am now in the process of paying that off, and I think I will be closing my accounts with them because really it doesn't help me financially. It just makes things worse over time, so that is something that I'm also considering doing. And if you guys have closed your Afterpay accounts, definitely let me know in the comments down below how that went. Is it something that you guys are glad that you have done or regret doing? Also, with building up my emergency fund, I have that security of that as well. However, you guys won't see my emergency fund in my cash stuffing videos. It will be just an online transfer. So next we have gym at $6.99, and then we have Genoa Pay. So I'm almost finished paying this off, and this is $45.40. So I'm excited for that as well. That'll be another bill off my list. So again, on the 30th we have rent at $5.40, Afterpay at $60, and on the 31st we have emergency at $30, car maintenance at $20, and payday. So we are going to quickly just run over and highlight all of the expenses and cross days off that we have already used. So for rent on the 2nd, I am going to highlight that in a different color because it was paid for from the previous month's paycheck, so that's been paid for. And then we will just go ahead and highlight over the rest. As you guys know, I do like to highlight the expenses per week, so I like to split it up by color. This makes it so much easier to see. And another thing that I also like doing is paydays. I do associate paydays with the green highlighter. That just makes it a lot easier and stands out more. And green associated with money as well. So that's one way that I like to organize it. So we have yellow, that will be 1 week's of expenses, and that will just be paid with the paycheck on the 3rd and the 5th. Then we have a different type of green, so we are going to highlight another week's worth of expenses. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog barking in the background. It is one of the neighbor's dogs. So that's lovely to have that in my video. Then we have the 3rd week of expenses. So I hope that you guys just get the gist on how this works. If you haven't, go and check out the Budget Mums videos on YouTube. She goes into more depth on this if you want like a better understanding. If my video isn't enough to explain it all. But basically what you do is you go ahead and write down your expenses that you have on what days they're due. And you highlight it per paycheck, and then it just organizes it for you so you know what needs to be paid when. And so that is it for the entire month. Now for goals this month, I thought that I'll fill this in with you guys. My goal is just to save for my emergency fund. And another one would just be to pay extra towards my car loan when I can. And that will be it for my goals this month. I don't want to be putting in too many goals and then stressing over it that I can't complete all of them. But this is basically my entire spread for the month of August. And so it's got all my bills in it, as well as my goals. So if you guys are interested in seeing this worksheet, go and get it from the Budget Mum if you guys want to use it. This is how I use mine, similar to how she does hers. And it's just a really easy and simple way to organize your expenses for the month. And last but not least, we're just going to quickly go over the expenses for the first week, since I have paid those. So rent we have paid, emergency we have paid, electric we have paid, car loan is paid, daycare is paid, Netflix is paid, and then also rent is paid. So another thing that I personally like to do is just grab a highlighter, and I like to just go over the boxes and cross them off each day. So nothing fancy, but it keeps me on track to what's coming out, what goes where. And it's nice and easy to do it with a highlighter. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys are happy to see me back, and I am really happy that I get to film for you guys again and just get back on track with everything. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and become part of our family. We are a non-judgmental, supportive channel, so if you guys want to be a part of our family, definitely subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you can be updated when I upload next, which will most likely be in 2 to 3 days. That's how I like to have my videos spread apart. However, I don't have a certain time when I upload, but it's roughly 2 to 3 days apart from each video is when I do upload, if you guys are interested. So this is it, and I hope that you guys enjoy. I hope to see you back in the next video. And thank you so much for clicking on my video and viewing or returning if you are a subscriber. It means a lot to me to have you guys support my channel and support me as a small business over on Etsy. So I just really want to say thank you, and thank you for understanding that, you know, I've been away and haven't been able to film. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.